God says, I order you to open this message now. It's an emergency. The identity of the person who wants to harm you is revealed here. The name is, listen to me. Do not scroll away. This is not just another voice. This is not just another moment. I have stopped everything to speak directly to your spirit. Right now, there is a battle in the unseen. There's someone who's been smiling in your face but planting traps behind your back. I need you to pay attention. If you skip this, you will miss the one message that would have saved you from the next heartbreak, the next betrayal, the next attack on your life. You must stay until the end. There's a reason this found you now. Comment Amen to confirm that you are ready to receive what I'm about to reveal. The person who wants to harm you isn't always a stranger. Sometimes it's the one you trusted the most, the one you helped, the one you cried for, the one you forgave over and over again. You didn't know, but I saw it all. I watched them plot in the dark, hoping you'd fall. I watched them speak against you when you weren't even in the room. But I covered you. I protected you, even when you didn't know there was danger. I'm not exposing this to you to make you afraid. I'm exposing it so you can rise. I'm telling you this because the harm they planned will not touch you. I have already blocked it. You've been feeling uneasy for a reason. You've been sensing something wrong, but couldn't point your finger at it. That's because your spirit already picked up what your mind couldn't yet understand. You've been having dreams, random thoughts, a sudden urge to isolate or cry. That was me. That was my spirit speaking to you. I was warning you. I was showing you glimpses, not to scare you, but to awaken you. There's still time to break the grip of that hidden enemy. They wore a mask, but now I have torn it off. Comment 1111 if you believe that what has been hidden is about to be revealed. This is not just about a person, this is about a pattern. The enemy has used the same spirit through different faces. Every time you step into joy, something tries to steal it. Every time you feel peace, something or someone stirs up confusion. But this is the moment that breaks the cycle. I am the Lord your God. I see beyond the surface. I search the heart, and I have seen what you couldn't. I'm not just telling you who they are, I'm showing you what to do. The betrayal came through someone close, and it shook your faith. But I'm still God. I'm still for you. And what they meant for evil, I am turning into a testimony. Do not give in to fear. Do not seek revenge. I will handle it. I will expose the plan without you lifting a finger. My justice is perfect. My timing is precise. You don't have to prove anything to anyone. I am your defender. I am your father. I fight for my children, and I never lose. Right now, I am releasing a hedge of protection around you. While they scheme, I prepare a table before you. While they lie, I lift you up. This is why it felt like so many people left your life recently. It was me. I was clearing the room. I was removing the ones who didn't deserve access to your next chapter. They wouldn't have survived the weight of your calling, so I removed them before they could destroy you. That delay you didn't understand, that silence that confused you, that door that didn't open, it was all protection. I've heard your silent prayers, the ones you whispered with tears soaking your pillow. I was there when you said, God, show me who's really for me. I'm answering that prayer now. Be still. Watch me move. I'm about to reveal the truth, not to break you, but to build you. What you learn in this season will guard your future. The person trying to harm you won't succeed because they underestimated who you are. They saw your kindness as weakness, but they forgot you are mine. Like I shielded David from Saul, I'm shielding you from the one who calls you friend. but carries a jealous heart. Like I parted the sea for Moses, I am making a way of escape for you. You don't need to fight in your own strength. You just need to trust me, keep your eyes on me, stay in my word, speak my promises, worship even when it hurts, because worship is your weapon. Obedience is your protection, and faith is your shield. This is a season of revelation. I'm pulling back curtains, I'm removing disguises, and yes, it will hurt to know who it was, but it will heal you too, because what you thought you needed, you don't. Who you thought was with you, wasn't, and what you thought was rejection, was redirection. I love you too much to let the wrong people stay. I have greater for you, but I can't give you new oil if your hands are still holding old poison. Like Joseph, you were thrown into a pit, not because of your weakness, but because of your favor. His brothers hated him because of the vision on his life. The one who wants to harm you sees your light, but they cannot touch it. I'm protecting your purpose. You're not just chosen, you're anointed, and that oil on your life is what makes you dangerous to the enemy. You've survived too much to go back now. You've come too far to stop here, and what's ahead of you is worth the fight. You were born for this moment. This is not the end of you. This is the revealing of you, the real you, the healed you, the focused you, the you that walks with me in boldness and truth. I am calling you higher. I'm separating you for something greater. You don't fit in because you were never meant to blend in. You were made to stand out, and yes, it attracts attack, but I walk with you, I live in you, and no weapon formed against you will prosper. A neuroscientist says, yes, a 9-word script long buried in government files can fire up a prehistoric brainwave that pulls money in faster. This breakthrough is already under legal pressure and could disappear any second. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. Before this week ends, you'll see signs. I will confirm what I'm saying through unexpected conversations, sudden peace, or the silence of the one who meant you harm. Pay attention. Do not ignore the signs. Your spirit will know. And when it happens, don't doubt me. Don't second guess. Just trust. I will never leave you clueless. I will never leave you unguarded. My love surrounds you like a fire, and my angels have been sent to war on your behalf. If this is reaching your heart, if something inside you is waking up, then don't stay silent. Like this video, as an act of faith, as a way to say, God, I hear you, I trust you, I'm ready. That one small act of faith can unlock something bigger than you imagine. You've cried alone, but you won't rise alone. I am lifting you. I'm restoring what was lost. I'm healing what was broken, and I'm releasing what was delayed. This is a divine moment, a holy interruption. You are not watching by accident. I brought you here. I brought you here to prepare you, to protect you, and to propel you. Stay alert. Stay in position. The one who tried to harm you will fall into their own trap. I will make sure of it. I didn't just hear your prayers, I collected your tears. Every night you cried, thinking no one understood, I was right there. I've seen the nights you couldn't even find the words. I heard the ache in your silence, and I moved. You didn't always see it, but I was always working behind the scenes. What you thought was a delay was me setting things in perfect order. I don't just react, I orchestrate. And everything the enemy meant to break you, I am turning into a stepping stone to lift you higher. Comment 333 to declare your faith right now. The one who wants to harm you underestimated your covering. They saw your smile and mistook it for weakness. They heard your silence and believed it meant defeat. but what they couldn't see was the army surrounding you. My angels have been dispatched on your behalf. Every plot they set in motion is being dismantled. Every lie they tried to spread is being unraveled. Their mask is slipping, and the truth is rising. Not by your might, not by your effort, but by my spirit. You see, I allowed you to walk through the valley so you'd learn to trust me in the dark. I allowed some betrayals so you'd learn to recognize fruit over words. I allowed some doors to close so you wouldn't enter rooms that would have robbed you of your peace. Everything had a purpose, even the pain, even the loneliness, even the confusion. Because through it all, I've been making you unshakable. You're not where you were, and you're not yet where you're going, but you're on holy ground right now, in this very moment. I'm building something in you that can't be shaken. The identity of the one who wants to harm you is not just a name or a face. It's a spirit of jealousy, a spirit of manipulation, a spirit of sabotage. It's moved through people, cloaked in friendship or family ties, trying to distract, delay, and discourage you. But I'm calling it out now, not so you can attack it, but so you can separate from it. There are some people you were never meant to carry. Let them go. I will handle what needs to be handled. You just keep walking. I have seen how tired you are. I've watched you push through when your heart was heavy. I've seen you smile when your soul was aching. That hasn't gone unnoticed. That's why I'm stepping in. I'm not just exposing the enemy, I'm rewarding your endurance. Your faithfulness in private is about to be honored in public. Your obedience in secret is about to open visible doors. This is where everything begins to shift. Keep walking with me. Keep believing. Your blessing is closer than your fear. I'm doing this for you because you're chosen. Not perfect, not flawless, but chosen. I picked you out of the fire. I covered you when you didn't even know what was trying to burn you. I spared you from battles you didn't even see coming. I kept certain relationships from ever taking root because they would have poisoned your future. You thought it was rejection, but it was me. I never turned my eyes from my own. You are mine, and I have claimed you as my beloved. Even now, as you hear this, my spirit is moving. I'm healing wounds you thought you had to carry forever. I'm removing guilt that was never yours to begin with. I'm lifting shame that didn't belong on your shoulders. You are not what they said about you. You are not the mistake you made. You are not the person your past tried to define you as. You are who I say you are, and I call you redeemed. I call you restored. I call you protected. Watch me move. Watch me silence every tongue that rose against you. Not with revenge, but with undeniable favor. They'll see my hand on your life and won't be able to deny it. They'll wonder how you survived. They'll question how you're still rising. But you'll know it was me. Your testimony will not be about how strong you were, but how present I was. Your story will scream of my grace, and your victory will be evidence of my love. Some of you are holding on by a thread. You're tired, you're drained, and you're wondering if any of this really matters. Hear me now, you matter. Your life matters. Your story is not over. The enemy tried to convince you to give up right before your breakthrough. That heaviness you've been feeling wasn't yours, it was spiritual warfare. The enemy always fights hardest when he knows something big is coming. But I'm telling you right now, you're about to cross over. Do not let go. I am strengthening you for the promise. Comment 555 if you receive that strength right now. Could your brain be the reason you're still broke? Scientists just confirmed. A 9-word sentence hidden deep in your subconscious may be blocking money from your life. But now you can reverse it. Say these 9 words and wealth starts to follow you, starting today. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. They will regret how they treated you, not because you cursed them, but because I blessed you. They'll see the peace on your life, the joy that doesn't make sense, the success that came without compromise. And they'll know it had nothing to do with them and everything to do with me. That's why I'm telling you to stay humble. Don't boast. Just keep shining. Let your fruit speak. Let your peace speak. Let your growth speak. This next part of your life doesn't require permission. It doesn't need validation. I have already approved it, and what I open, no man can shut. So stop asking for understanding from people who were never meant to see your vision. Stop trying to carry those who never had the grace to walk where you're going. Not everyone can handle your oil, and that's okay. You were made to lead, not follow. You were called to rise, not shrink. You were created to walk in victory, not fear. This is a holy season, set apart, different. You may feel isolated, but it's really consecration. I'm pulling you away so I can pour into you. Don't resist it. Don't rush it. Let me do the work. Let me rebuild what was broken. Let me speak what needs to be heard. Because when I'm done, the same people who doubted you will have to watch me elevate you. And they'll know it wasn't luck, it was my hand. You are about to walk into rooms you once prayed for. You are about to receive news that will bring you to tears not of sorrow, but of relief. You are about to breathe again, love again, trust again. Not because of what people did, but because of what I'm doing now. I am restoring you, completely, nothing missing, nothing broken. That's my promise to you. Let me tell you clearly, the person who wanted to harm you doesn't just carry bitterness, they carry spiritual poison. They don't just dislike you, they can't stand the favor on your life. Every time you rise, they shrink. Every time you smile, they frown. Not because you did anything wrong, but because the light in you exposes what's broken in them. You, being obedient, made them uncomfortable. You, choosing to heal, choosing to forgive, choosing to grow it, disturbed their comfort with darkness. And now, instead of changing, they attack. But don't worry, their influence is running out, their hold is breaking, I'm cutting their access off. Comment 777 if you believe I'm ending that access today. This is a spiritual war, not flesh and blood. This is not about gossip, it's about your calling. The enemy saw what I placed inside you before you ever realized it yourself. So he sent people who looked like helpers, but were really hindrances. People who clapped when you struggled and stayed silent when you succeeded. People who acted like they were for you, but subtly pushed you away from the truth. You trusted them, you believed in them, but I'm telling you now, release them. Let me do the cleansing. Some of the greatest pain in your life didn't come from enemies, but from those you called family. That's why it hurt so deeply. You expected support, but received silence. You expected loyalty, but were met with betrayal. But here's the truth, I've allowed this exposure because I'm preparing you for something that requires clean hands and pure connections. I can't let you enter the next season with contaminated alliances. I won't allow your destiny to be delayed by people who secretly want your downfall. You didn't imagine it. The heaviness in their presence, the way conversations shifted when you walked in, the energy that drained you after you spoke with them, that was real. Your spirit was picking up what your eyes couldn't yet confirm. I gave you discernment, not so you would be paranoid, but so you would be prepared. Stop doubting what I show you. Stop making excuses for the ones I'm revealing. If I'm showing you the truth, it's because you're strong enough to walk in it. And no, you're not being harsh. You're not being judgmental. You're protecting your peace. You're guarding the promise. You're making room for what's holy. That's not arrogance, that's obedience. I didn't bring you through everything you've survived just so you'd end up shackled to people who pretend well. I brought you through the fire to purify you, to teach you how to hear my voice above every other. I've trained your spirit in the secret place, and now I'm releasing you to walk in power. The person who wants to harm you will watch the very thing they tried to ruin become a blessing in your life. They'll see the business grow. They'll see the healing take place. They'll see the peace return. They'll see you rise, and there will be no doubt that it was me. I will not only expose their intentions, but I will elevate you in their presence, not to shame them, but to show them who you belong to. You are mine, and I defend what is mine. I am healing the wound of betrayal right now. I am restoring trust where it was broken. I'm filling the places that others emptied. You don't have to live guarded forever. You don't have to walk on eggshells anymore. I'm bringing you into a season of true connection, people who pour, not just pull, people who speak life, not confusion, people who love without conditions. But to receive that, you must let go of what felt familiar but kept you wounded. This is not punishment. This is protection. This is not loss. This is alignment. You're not being abandoned. You're being elevated. The ones who left were never meant to carry what you're about to walk into. And if you keep trying to drag them into your future, you'll delay everything I've planned. You don't have to fix it. You don't have to beg for understanding. Just walk with me. I'll take care of everything else. Why did 19,583 people suddenly become financially free last month? They all discovered a strange sentence, just 9 words long, buried in neuroscience research and once hidden by the FBI. Now they're paying off debt, traveling the world, and living in homes they never thought they could afford. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. You've been through the wilderness. You've been through the battle. You've been through the silence. Now get ready for the shift. I am releasing clarity. I am releasing direction. I am releasing joy that won't be stolen. You're going to wake up and feel light again. You're going to breathe and not feel anxious. You're going to laugh and mean it. This is the beauty after the ashes. This is restoration. This is redemption. This is my promise being fulfilled. Comment 999 if you receive that restoration right now. Everything the enemy used to try to destroy you, I am turning into a blessing. That heartbreak that tried to harden you, it's becoming the reason you love deeper. That rejection that made you question your worth, it's becoming the door to your calling. That delay that frustrated you, it's becoming your training ground. I waste nothing. Every moment, every tear, every step, it all works together for your good. I said it in my word, and I meant it. Your name is being whispered in rooms you haven't entered yet. Your faithfulness is creating waves in places you cannot see. What you've done in the quiet, I will reward in the open. You don't have to network your way into blessings. You don't have to manipulate outcomes. Just stay faithful, stay humble, stay close. I'm doing it all on your behalf. And yes, you'll have moments where you still feel unsure, moments where you miss those who were removed. That's normal. But don't go back. Don't reopen closed doors. Don't return to what I've rescued you from. Healing may not be instant, but it will be complete, and I will walk with you through every part of it. You're not doing this alone. I am right here. I've always been here. The danger is already dealt with. The identity of the one who wanted to harm you has been exposed. You know it in your spirit. I gave you the confirmation. Now walk in wisdom, walk in peace, and know that no matter what comes, I've already gone ahead of you. I've already cleared the path. You just keep moving forward. You just keep believing. You just keep trusting me. You have no idea what's inside of you yet. You've only seen a glimpse. The reason the enemy tried to use someone close to harm you was because he feared what would happen if you ever fully saw yourself the way I see you. He feared what would happen if you ever fully believed you are chosen, that you are royalty, that you carry divine authority. So he tried to break you early. He tried to wear you down through relationships, through disappointment, through betrayal, but it didn't work. You're still here, you still believe, and that alone is proof that my hand is on your life. Comment 1010 if you know God's hand is on your life. The one who wants to harm you didn't come at you with a sword. They came with smiles. They came pretending to care. They came in familiar form, using kindness as a mask. But I saw it. I saw through it from the beginning. I allowed them near not to hurt you, but to expose the weakness in your circle, to show you where the cracks were, to help you see who truly walks in love and who only walks with you when it benefits them. That exposure was painful, but it was necessary. You couldn't carry dead weight into the new thing I'm doing in your life. This is a divine reset. I'm shifting relationships. I'm removing counterfeits. I'm surrounding you with those who carry my spirit, not just good intentions. The person who meant to harm you is losing their grip, not because you fought them, but because I stepped in. And when I step in, nothing stays hidden, nothing stays the same. I shine my light in dark places, and I bring truth to the surface. That's what you're seeing now, the truth. It might not feel good, but it is setting you free. I need you to forgive, not for them, but for you. I need you to release it, not because they deserve peace, but because you do. You can't carry bitterness and blessing in the same heart. You can't hold revenge and still have room for revelation. Let me take the weight from you. Let me carry the pain. Let me heal the wound so deep that even your words can't reach it. You were never meant to carry this alone. I am with you. I am for you. And I will complete the healing. Your prayers have not been ignored. Your cries have not been lost in the noise. I have heard everyone, and I have written down your name in places where your feet have not yet walked. You've been asking for justice, for clarity, for peace. I am giving you all of that and more. I'm not just solving the problem, I'm shifting your position. I'm placing you on a higher level of discernment, wisdom, and spiritual strength. The next time someone tries to come near you with harmful intent, you'll see it before it touches your life, because I've trained your eyes to see past the surface. You were never ordinary. You've always had a different light. That's why the enemy sent unusual battles your way. That's why your path has been harder. You weren't just called to survive, you were called to transform. Your story is not meant to blend in. It's meant to stand out as a testimony of my power. You will be the one who breaks generational curses, the one who restores what others thought was lost. The one who walks with authority because they've walked through fire and didn't burn. I'm proud of you. You didn't let bitterness win. You didn't let anger take over. You didn't let the attack turn you into something you're not. That matters. Your heart matters to me. Even in your frustration, you kept seeking me. Even in your confusion, you still whispered my name. That faith, that trust, it's opening doors in the spirit. Doors that were locked for years are now swinging open because of your obedience and your endurance. Could a 9-word ritual really be your key to financially freedom? What sounds like fiction is now being confirmed by science. Harvard researchers and FBI documents point to a hidden brain center that, when activated, draws in abundance naturally. This 9-word prayer has helped over 19,000 broke people attract wealth and live a life full of abundance. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. I want you to stop replaying the betrayal in your mind. Stop overthinking what you could have done differently. The truth is, no matter how kind, how loyal, how loving you were, their heart was never clean toward you. And that's not your burden to carry. Their choice to harm you wasn't a reflection of your worth. It was a reflection of their bondage. And I am breaking that tie today. What bound you to that pain is being severed. What tied you to that trauma is being loosed. You are walking out of it today, free and whole. Comment 1515 if you're stepping into freedom right now. This is the beginning of a new thing. You are being transformed in the middle of this revelation. What looked like a breakdown is actually a breakthrough. You're shedding old skin. You're coming out of false identity. You're no longer who they said you were. You're who I called you to be. My image is upon you. My spirit is within you. You are walking in divine authority, whether you feel it yet or not. And now, I will give you rest. The mental chaos, the spiritual exhaustion, the emotional weight, I'm lifting it. Lay it at my feet. You don't have to understand everything. Just trust that I'm leading you. And where I'm taking you, there will be peace. There will be protection. There will be purpose. Not every day will be easy, but every day will be covered by me. You've endured the attack. You've passed the test. You've kept your heart soft in the face of hate. That is why I'm about to pour out my blessing in a way that silences every lie spoken against you. They'll look at your life and see proof that I am God. Not because you proved them wrong, but because I proved you were mine. And I'm not done. I'm not just protecting you, I'm preparing you. I'm not just revealing the identity of the one who wished harm upon you. I'm lifting you above the level where they can reach. They've been watching, hoping for cracks in your faith. They wanted your peace to break. They watched closely for weakness, but instead of breaking, you bent toward me. Instead of giving in, you went deeper into prayer. You surrendered, and I responded. You trusted me even with the little strength you had left, and now I'm pouring back into you. Comment 1717 if you believe God is pouring strength into your spirit right now. You didn't imagine that strange heaviness, that sudden wave of sadness, that confusion around people you used to feel safe with. That was me letting you feel the spiritual atmosphere shift. I gave you discernment so you wouldn't get stuck in surface-level relationships. I revealed the cracks so you could escape the collapse. That conversation that felt off, that apology that didn't bring peace, that sudden coldness from someone you never expected it from. It wasn't your fault. It was your awareness waking up. I was giving you eyes to see and ears to hear what their words could not cover up. This isn't about blame. This is about clarity. You can't fight what you won't face. You can't heal from what you pretend doesn't hurt. And you can't move forward if you're still tied to people who quietly root for your failure. I'm calling you to separation, not out of cruelty, but because elevation requires it. You're not meant to live in circles that spin you in confusion. I'm setting your feet on solid ground. This time, when you rise, you'll rise with peace. You'll rise with truth. You'll rise with strength. And no, you're not being dramatic. You're not imagining the shift. What you're sensing is me shifting the atmosphere around you. I'm drawing a line between what's holy and what's harmful, what's sent and what's sent to distract. You don't have to force it. You don't have to beg for loyalty. You don't have to carry the weight of figuring everything out. Just stay close to me. I'm guiding your every step, even when you can't see what's ahead. Remember how I protected Joseph? His brothers plotted against him. They hated the dream I placed in him. They lied. They sold him. But I was with him, through the pit, through the prison, and in the end, I elevated him higher than any of them could imagine. I used their evil to accomplish my plan, and I'm doing the same for you. What they meant to bury you with will be the same thing I used to build you up. What they tried to use to break your spirit will be the very proof of your favor. And yes, you'll still feel the sting at times. You'll still wonder why someone you love turned so cold. You'll have moments where your heart aches for an explanation, but you don't need one, not from them, because I already gave you peace. Peace that passes understanding. Peace that doesn't need a perfect ending. Peace that says, even without closure, I still trust God. That's where your power lives. Not in controlling the story, but in surrendering it to me. I know your heart. I know you would have forgiven them 100 times. I know you would have walked with them even after they betrayed you. But I had to step in. I had to close the door you kept trying to hold open, because you were loving someone who secretly wished to see you lose, and I love you too much to let that continue. I saw the trap. I saw the envy. I saw the false loyalty, and I said, enough. Now I'm leading you to new ground, ground that's stable, ground that's blessed. You won't have to question if the love around you is real. You won't have to second guess who's truly in your corner. I'm placing the right people in your path, not perfect ones, but people with pure hearts. People who will pray with you, not gossip about you. People who will speak life, not death. People who carry my spirit, not just pretty words. Comment, Amen, if you receive that promise of divine connections. This isn't the end of your story. This is a new beginning. The part where the fog lifts, where your feet find solid ground again, where your voice comes back stronger. You don't have to shrink anymore. You don't have to explain your worth to those who refuse to see it. I'm sending you where your gift will be celebrated, not tolerated, where your voice will echo with purpose, where your spirit will rest, not wrestle. What do brain surgeons and billionaires know that you don't? This 9-word money code, once reserved for elites, is now being shared with everyday people, and the results are mind-boggling. Cash windfalls, cleared debt, and lifelong stress gone. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. Don't let what they did change your heart. Let me change your heart. Let me shape it with grace, with fire, with purity. I'm not trying to make you hard, I'm making you holy. I'm not making you distant, I'm making you discerning. You're not becoming bitter, you're becoming bold. This is what happens when you heal in my presence. You emerge different, stronger, wiser, whole. This next season isn't about proving anyone wrong. It's about showing the world what happens when someone lets me have full control. It's about walking in rooms you weren't qualified for, but I qualified you. It's about standing tall where they expected you to crumble. About smiling in peace where they hoped you'd drown in pain. That's what favor looks like. It doesn't roar, it rises quietly and transforms everything it touches. You're going to shine without striving. You're going to rise without force. You're going to see me open doors without manipulation. Your only job is to stay faithful. Keep your heart clean. Keep your eyes on me. I'll handle the rest. I'll expose what needs to be revealed. I'll bring justice where injustice tried to thrive. I'll protect what's mine, and that means you. You are not forgotten. You are not abandoned. You are not broken beyond repair. You are held. You are seen, you are guarded. And every single time someone tried to dim your light, I turned up the flame even brighter. You're still glowing, you're still growing. And you're about to walk in blessings so undeniable, even your enemies will say, that had to be God. What they meant to harm you has already been reversed. They just don't know it yet. The trap they set is collapsing under their own feet. The lies they told are falling apart without you needing to defend yourself. I don't need your hands to fight this. I need your heart to stay focused on me. Keep walking. Keep your peace. I am the one unraveling everything spoken in darkness. I am the one silencing every tongue that rose against you. I am the one bringing truth to light. They tried to use your past as a weapon. They tried to twist what they knew about you into something ugly, something damaging. But I have covered your story in grace. What they used to shame you, I have already turned into a testimony. You are not the same person they knew. You've been transformed in my presence. You've been made new. And they can't touch what I've redeemed. They can't rewrite what I've already restored. Comment 1212 if you believe God is restoring you fully and completely. I know it's been lonely. I know there were moments when you looked around and wondered if anyone truly cared. You watched people pull away. You felt connections suddenly grow cold. That wasn't rejection, that was refinement. I was removing who couldn't go with you. I was making space for something greater. You don't need a crowd when you have my covering. You don't need constant applause when you have my approval. Let them walk. Let them go. Let me fill the spaces they couldn't. I'm preparing a new circle for you, one that honors your heart, one that sees your worth without needing explanation, one that covers you in prayer, not in judgment. You've always carried more than they knew. And now I'm surrounding you with people who can handle your light, who won't compete with your joy, who won't be threatened by your blessing. I'm restoring safe places for you, places where you can breathe, rest, and grow. You are not fragile, you are powerful. Even when you felt like you were breaking, I was building something unshakable inside you. Every tear watered the soil for a new harvest. Every sleepless night stretched your spirit. Every disappointment positioned you for something greater. Nothing was wasted. Nothing was missed. I saw it all. I felt every ache. And I am answering you not just with words, but with miracles. You asked me for a sign. You begged for confirmation. This is it. I brought you here to tell you. I saw the one who tried to harm you. I know the depths of what they did and what they intended to do. And I have already handled it. You won't have to worry about their words or their presence. I've placed a hedge of fire around you. No enemy, seen or unseen, will cross it. I am your defender, your fortress, your safe place. You've been trying to hold it together, pretending you're fine, while silently carrying the weight of what was done to you. But you don't have to pretend with me. I know your soul is tired. I know your heart still flinches from memories that haven't faded yet. I'm not asking you to be strong for me. I'm asking you to be honest with me. Let me carry what you were never meant to bear alone. You won't always feel this heavy. You won't always wake up with that ache in your chest. I'm healing you now. Even as you listen, I'm doing work deep inside, not surface level, not temporary, but true restoration from the inside out. I'm reaching into the cracks and breathing life into the parts of you that were fading. You don't need to fake strength. I am your strength. You don't have to hide the pain. I am your healer. Comment, Amen, if you're receiving this healing in your heart. There will come a time very soon when you will look back at this season and say, That was the moment everything changed. You'll remember how heavy things were, how uncertain, how painful. But you'll also remember how I lifted you, how I showed up when no one else did, how I replaced sorrow with joy, confusion with clarity, loss with abundance. That's what I do. I don't leave things broken. I restore. I rebuild. I resurrect what others gave up on. They watched and waited for you to fall apart. They studied your silence, hoping to see signs of defeat. But what they didn't see was the fire I placed inside you, that quiet fire, that steady flame, the faith that refused to go out. It was me. I sustained you through the pressure. I kept your name clean when others tried to drag it. I kept your path clear when others tried to block it. And I'm not done. Why is the government desperate to hide this 9-word prayer? A shocking FBI leak has just revealed a simple 9-word prayer, now letting everyday people erase debt and attract unstoppable wealth. Verified by leading scientists and supported by Harvard research, this at-home ritual is turning financial stress into a life of luxury. Dream homes, new cars, luxurious vacations, it's all within reach. But the government could take down this secret any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. The one who tried to harm you did not just target your peace, they tried to interrupt your calling. But your calling is sealed, it's anchored in heaven. No opinion, no slander, no trap can remove it. I chose you before anyone had a chance to reject you. I placed greatness in your spirit before anyone tried to minimize you. You are who I say you are, and no one can undo that. You will walk into places they said you didn't belong. You will receive what they said you'd never get. You will be celebrated where you were once overlooked. Not because of pride, not because of revenge, but because of my justice. Because I always finish what I start. I don't let my children be buried under lies. I lift them above it. I shine light in every shadow, and I bring full circle moments of redemption. This pain was never permanent. This betrayal is not the end. This setback is not the final chapter. What's coming is so much greater, and it's closer than you think. The joy, the healing, the favor, the clarity, it's all at your door. I just need you to keep walking, keep trusting, keep your heart soft. Don't let the wound speak louder than my word. Don't let the past define your pace. Let me lead. You are covered, you are carried, and the battle has already been won. Keep your peace, keep your posture. I'm handling the rest, every detail, every threat, every whisper. I've got it, and I've got you. Always. Every time they smiled to your face but spoke behind your back, I was there. Every time you felt that heaviness in the room and didn't know why, it was because I was showing you something your heart needed to know. I was revealing their spirit. I wasn't trying to ruin relationships, I was rescuing you from relationships that would have ruined you. I saw the seeds of envy. I heard the words you never did. I witnessed their delight when they thought you were falling apart. And I said, enough. Comment 222 if you believe God has already stepped into your situation. Don't confuse my silence for absence. During the seasons when you felt alone, I was closest. You didn't see me fixing it, but I was. You didn't hear me responding, but I was already answering. I was building your strength layer by layer. I was opening doors quietly. I was softening hearts on your behalf. And I was holding back what you thought you wanted because I had something better. They tried to dim your light, but I was behind the scenes making sure it never went out. Some people were assigned to you for a season, not a lifetime. And when their time ended, I removed them. You kept trying to hold on out of love, but I had to separate you out of protection. You didn't lose them, you were released from what would have blocked your next blessing. That's why the friendships changed so suddenly. That's why the energy shifted. That's why you felt a strange relief even when they left. It wasn't your imagination, it was freedom. And now you're stepping into a space that looks unfamiliar. You're stepping into a version of yourself that you've never met before. This version isn't bitter. This version isn't broken. This version isn't questioning their value based on who stayed or left. This version is bold, rooted, whole. This version sees clearly. This version loves wisely. And this version walks in authority, knowing I am always with you. I've removed the masks. I've pulled back the veil. You don't need to second guess anymore. What was hidden has been uncovered. What was whispered has been revealed. The one who wanted to harm you can no longer reach you. Because I've built a wall of fire around your life. You are not exposed, you are not vulnerable, you are wrapped in my presence, shielded by my promises, and guarded by angels assigned to your path. That anxiety you've been carrying, it's lifting. That fear you've been battling, it's breaking. That heaviness you've been dragging from day to day, I'm replacing it with joy. And not just joy that comes and goes, but deep, unshakable, quiet joy. The kind that doesn't depend on circumstances. The kind that settles into your soul and tells you, you are safe now. Comment, Amen, if you believe peace is entering your life right now. You've walked through enough fire to know that if you're still standing, it's because I stood with you. I was in the fire with you. I was in the storm with you. I was in the silence with you. They didn't see me, but you felt me. You knew I was there when no one else was. You knew I held you when your knees buckled under grief. You knew I whispered hope when fear screamed in your ear. That connection you felt with me in your lowest moment, it's real and it's unbreakable. Now I'm calling you to rise, not with bitterness, not with pride, but with a quiet strength that says, God has been good to me, even here. I'm calling you to walk differently now. Not everyone gets access to your heart anymore. Not everyone deserves a seat at your table. Your kindness is still needed, but your boundaries are now holy. You can love people and still walk away from what harms your peace. You can forgive and still protect your calling. There is blessing coming to you that will not require striving. I'm not blessing your performance, I'm blessing your surrender. I'm not rewarding what you faked, I'm rewarding what you survived. You didn't quit. You didn't run. You didn't become like the one who hurt you. You chose me instead. You chose to be still. You chose to believe. You chose love. That's why I'm pouring more on you than you even prayed for. You'll see it soon. Doors open without effort. Conversations that change everything. Opportunities that align with your heart. People who speak life and stay. This isn't fantasy. This is my promise. I said I would restore what the locusts stole. I said I would bring beauty from ashes. I said I would raise you up and place your feet on firm ground. I said no weapon formed against you would prosper. And I don't lie. Not now, not ever. Is it possible to attract money by simply speaking some miraculous words? This 9-word script, verified by Harvard and 6 neuroscience labs, proves you absolutely can. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected bank deposits, cleared debts, and upgraded lives. It takes less than 30 seconds, but this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. This next chapter will feel like relief, like breathing fresh air after years of holding your breath, like walking in shoes that finally fit, like finding your name on a door you were told you'd never enter. You won't have to force it, you won't have to beg for it. I'm delivering what's yours directly, perfectly, and in my timing. Don't worry about who's watching. Don't worry about what they say. They didn't create your path, so they can't block it. They didn't anoint you, so they can't cancel your calling. Let me deal with the whispers. Let me handle the consequences. Your job is to stay close to me. I'll speak when you need clarity. I'll guard you when you feel exposed, and I'll provide for you when doors seem to close. You are not behind. You are not late. You are exactly where I need you to be. Trust the pace I've set. Trust the process you're in. And trust that the pain didn't come to stay, it came to pass. This is holy ground you're walking on. This is not just recovery, it's revival. I'm bringing dreams back to life. I'm breathing fire back into your passion. I'm restoring joy in places you forgot it could exist. So walk forward. Don't look back at what I've already removed. Don't grieve what I've rescued you from. Celebrate what's coming, bless what's ahead, and rest in me. The battle is mine. The future is mine. And your heart? It's mine too. Always has been. Always will be. The one who wanted to harm you didn't realize who they were touching. They thought they were wounding just another person. But they were touching someone I anointed, someone I prepared, someone I personally designed with fire in their bones and heaven on their side. Their actions didn't catch me off guard. I was never surprised. And now I'm turning it all back around. The harm they tried to plant is returning to their own doorstep. But you, my child, you are rising untouched. Comment 333 if you know God has already turned the situation around for you. You've been walking with scars, thinking they disqualified you. But they don't. They prove you've survived what others couldn't handle. You've walked through rejection and didn't turn bitter. You've faced loss and didn't lose your faith. You've been lied to, lied about, left behind, and still you kept choosing love. You kept showing up. You kept believing. That is what I honor. That is what I reward. I don't need perfection. I bless faithfulness. They tried to use your past as proof that you'd never be more than what they decided you were. But I have already written a different ending. I am the author, not them. They don't get the final word. I do, and I've said restored. I've said redeemed. I've said called. I've said anointed. That's who you are. Not who they described, not who they gossiped about, not who they misunderstood. You are who I said you are, and that will never change. I'm not just exposing the one who wanted to harm you. I'm exposing what in you still believed you deserved it. I'm pulling out the roots of shame, guilt, unworthiness. I'm healing you so completely that the next time someone tries to mistreat you, your spirit will reject it before your mind even understands it. That's what freedom looks like. That's what my love does. It doesn't just protect, it transforms. And no, you're not being too much. You're not too emotional, too soft, too deep. You were just surrounded by people who couldn't hold what I placed in you. But I'm changing that now. I'm placing you in rooms where your presence is not just accepted but valued, where your voice isn't tolerated, it's needed, where your spirit isn't too intense, it's welcome. You are not a burden. You are a blessing. And I'm surrounding you with people who see it. Comment 1111 if you receive that kind of divine connection and alignment. I know you're tired. I know there were days you got up only because you had no other choice. You pressed on when you wanted to hide. You encouraged others while your own heart was breaking. And I saw it all. I saw your quiet courage. I saw the way you kept turning to me even when you didn't hear me speak right away. I saw your hope when everything looked hopeless. That's why this next season is going to feel so different. You're about to step into answered prayers, some you forgot you even prayed. They'll ask how you did it, how you healed, how you got through, how you didn't quit. and all you'll be able to say is, God carried me, because it wasn't your strength, it wasn't your plan, it was my grace. I walked with you in every hidden battle. I stood by you in every quiet storm, and I will continue to do so. I don't leave when things get hard. I don't disappear when others do. I remain. You're going to find peace in the same place you once felt panic. You're going to stand confidently in the same space that once made you shrink. Not because everything is perfect, but because you finally understand that my presence is enough, my word is enough, my love is enough, and once you taste that, fear loses its grip. The enemy's biggest mistake was thinking he could break someone who walks with me. He tried to use people close to you, thinking it would shake your faith, but it only brought you closer to me. It only taught you who really stands with you. It only taught you to pray deeper, love stronger, and trust more fully. That's what trials do when you walk with me. They don't take you out. They take you further in. Let this be clear now. Your life is not at the mercy of anyone's opinion, not your past, not your mistakes, not even the people who walked away. You are not defined by who left, you are defined by who stayed. And I stayed. I'm still here, still speaking, still working, still protecting. You are never alone. Even when it feels like you've been forgotten, I am near. Even in the silence, I am present. What if everything you've been taught about money is a lie? A hidden 9-word prayer buried in a classified FBI report is now helping thousands attract wealth without lifting a finger. Scientists say it activates a 150 million-year-old part of your brain that controls abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever.